Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy, along with Johnny McCoy on the camera, coming to you live from the Cascade Christian Pavilion in Medford, Oregon. We thank you for joining us today, and we welcome you to the Lithia Superstore pregame show powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the Santiam Christian Eagles against the Cascade Christian Challengers in girls basketball here at the Christmas Classic, the final day of the girls round robin tournament. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net and welcome our home and visiting fans to this broadcast. Joe Brett is the executive producer for tonight. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you if you already have. Let's go ahead and take a quick time out, and when we return, we'll talk a little bit about the Eagles and the Challengers and their season thus far. For Santiam Christian, that's their 9th game of the season, while the Challengers have played in 6 contests. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on TableRockSports.net.
Ventures start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed from fresh bean to cup in no time at all. And now, we're here for your daily dinner adventures. Introducing Crispy Crunchy Chicken online ordering. Mouth-watering Crispy Crunchy Chicken for dinner, made deliciously easy. Just open the app or visit the website. Select a pickup time. Choose from your favorites. And your Crispy Crunchy Chicken will be prepared hot and fresh. Make dinner a breeze at Pinnacle 365.
It's the wrap up the year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
The pregame show is brought to you by the Peak Rewards app, where you can save on gas and goodies. Use the Peak Rewards app to order crispy, crunchy chicken and sides. Choose your favorite items, set a time, and pick up a great dinner ready to serve on the way home. Taking a look at this afternoon's matchup, the Challengers, we streamed their game yesterday, and they came away with a dramatic 51-50 victory against the Phoenix Pirates. Emma Coates sinking the free throw that ended up making the difference in the game. They come in with a 3-3 record. Wins against Orland, California, as well as Aetna, California in the Wairika tournament. Losses on the year against Henley, Marshfield, and Klamath Union on the opening day of this tournament. Challengers, a relatively undersized team with 5'9" Jordan Jones as their tallest player, but a team that is on the rise. The transfer, Izzy McCauley, has been a huge difference maker in terms of giving the Challengers a little bit more scoring punch between Jones, McCauley, and Timna Robertson. the Challengers have a greater array of scoring options and also opens up opportunities for other players to contribute. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they come in with a 2-6 record. They were winners yesterday against St. Mary's, taking that game by a score of 46-31, and they lost a close one on Thursday against North Valley, 27-24. Their other victory coming back on the 16th against a team that is a Far West League opponent for the Challengers. The Eagles beat the Trojans by a score of 38-27. Going on from here, looks like the Eagles will take a few days off for the Christmas holiday. Then on the 30th, they'll be going up against Gaston. And then after a day off on New Year's Day, they'll be taking on Sheridan. And then from there, going on into league play. As for the Challengers, they'll take a little bit of time off. And then they will resume play at the Crusader Invitational New Year's Tournament up at Salem Academy. And that'll help get their new year off to a start before they begin league play on January 3rd to visit the Brookings Harbor Bruins. Last day of the tournament, for those of you who are local, who are Challenger fans, we invite you to come on down after the varsity girls game here between the Challengers and Eagles. We've got Klamath Union versus St. Mary's in girls competition. That'll follow this game coming up at 4 o'clock. Then we've got the boys championship game tonight between Harrisburg and Pleasant Hill, a pair of teams that should be big in the running for the state tournament coming up in March. We're still early in the game. You can't win any championships in December. However, you might lose a few. And at least at this point, it's all about getting your feet underneath you, and especially when you're working new players into your mix, working them in and developing that chemistry and that teamwork that will make a team a success. It's kind of unusual this year with the Challenger boys not playing in this tournament. The Challenger boys last week playing at the Capital City Classic, playing 4 games there, and then just in a few days they'll be playing at the prestigious Les Schwab Invitational for the first time in program history. And as you can imagine, they allow just so many games to be played and put on your basketball schedule in the high school ranks for any given year. And between being in those 2 tournaments, it puts a limit on how much they can play in the way of non-conference games. And so the logical choice was to take this tournament off. But the nice thing for tournament organizer Mark McLemore and for head coach Brian Morris, that means they have plenty of extra help on hand as things continue running smoothly at the 2 locations between here and the campus of Grace Christian Elementary School. So it's been a good tournament, great attendance for both gymnasiums. And for Cascade Christian, for their boys basketball program, this is their big fundraiser of the year. This is what enables them to operate independent of school funding and allows them to take care of things such as equipment, travel, uniforms, and any number of different things that you need to do to keep a program functioning to the best of its ability. Challenger girls, you know, it wasn't 2 years ago with Jeff Robertson as rookie coach. The Challenger girls went 5-19. Didn't win a league game last year. A marked improvement as they ended up with a 13-12 record overall in the season, and were in the running for a playoff spot before their season came to an end at Coquille in a very hard-fought basketball game. The expectation here is that upward trend will continue, where the Challengers will have their hands full is in the girls Far West League. The competition is always very tough. We mentioned Coquille. They're a perennial playoff team. Sutherland has one of the best programs in the state for girls basketball, and so they're just so they'll have their hands full, and this will give them an opportunity. North Valley will be a very competitive team, so it'll be interesting to see how the season unfolds. And today we're expecting a very competitive basketball game here. Why don't we go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineups? First of all, for the visiting Eagles, they'll look like this. We'll have Bella Vanderhoof, Mia Fulbright, Taylor Vincent, and you know where I'm coming up, you Eagle fans, in the starting lineup for your team. Ariana Butilia is in the lineup with Gina Melton. And already to the Butilia family, apologize in advance, and we'll try to keep mangling the name down to a bare minimum if we can. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the challengers. Izzy McCauley, leading scorer out of the backcourt. She'll start along with Timna Robertson, the primary ball handler. Grace McCauley is in there along with Emma Coates, who hit a game-winning free throw, and then the team's leading scorer, Jordan Jones. Eagle girls coached by Anthony Knox. The challengers coached by Jeff Robertson. So they have the introduction of the starting lineups. The challengers in their home white uniforms with purple numerals and gold trim. The Eagles in their road black uniforms with red numerals and white trim. The hay's in the barn, the work's done, it's game time. Getting ready to jump it up will be Butilia against Emma Coates. Butilia wearing number 15, Coates 23. Challengers control the tip, and the game is underway. Feed underneath to Grace McCauley. The defense closes quickly for the Eagles. Left wing is Jones. After scoring only 2 on Thursday night, she was tied for a game-high 18 for the challengers, along with Izzy McCauley. Robertson, Grace McCauley, who's Izzy's cousin. Izzy on the move, drives to the hoop, shot a little bit long. Ariana Butilia with the rebound. Backcourt pressure by the challengers, and that is their trademark, is the full court press. Turnover by the Eagles. Challengers will inbound just in front of us. McCauley to Coates, top of the key, dishes off for Robertson. Izzy McCauley, Jones, Robertson, drives. They'll work it back, Emma Coates. Jones will go hard to the hole. And a steal by the Eagles. Quickly up the floor is Mia Fulbright. Up top she goes for Vincent. Vincent picked up by Robertson. Fulbright being guarded by Jones. Offensive foul called against the Eagles. For Fulbright, that'll be her first personal of the game, first team foul for the Eagles. Speaking of Fulbright, she gets a hand on it, tips it out of bounds. It'll be Challenger basketball. Minute and a half into the game. We have yet to score. Robertson with the basketball, jumps it up and catches it. Izzy McCauley from three-point range, her shot in and out, no good. Hustling for the rebound. Bella Vanderhoof. Call against Robertson and the Challengers. That's her first personal. So each team now with one infraction apiece. Challengers full court press. Steal. Going to the hoop is Robertson, and she lays it up and in. Challengers take the early lead, and they get the steal in the backcourt. Jones with it. Izzy McCauley has a look from three. This shot a little bit long, but there with the offensive rebound is Grace McCauley. Robertson with it, penetrates, bounce pass, Coates. Coates shoots, nothing but air. Izzy McCauley with the offensive rebound, and she lays it up and in. Coach Knox wants to talk things over, senses a little bit of trouble in the water, so they'll take a quick timeout. We will do the same. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on TableRockSports.net.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, the Challenger press produces some turnovers, and they turn the turnovers into points. You can see that press in action right now. Well, quickly up the floor they go. Fulbright works it down to the low post to Bottilia. Now I remember the conversation with Coach Knox. Boutillier. Taylor Vincent. And a drive to the hoop. Fulbright puts the Eagles on the board. It's a 4-2 ball game. Coates quickly going the other way, pushing the pace up the floor. Robertson with it now over on the left side to Grace McCauley. Coates down low to Jones. Jones double teamed. Izzy McCauley with the look. Her shot in and out. Jones with the putback. And the Challenger lead is 4. Into the ball game. Oh, that's Gina Melton. That's her getting her first touch of the game. Melton with the shot. Offensive rebound. And Melton gets on the board. McCauley going the other way. Shot won't go. Jones gets the long rebound. And that's the thing. You're shooting a lot from the perimeter. Got to anticipate those long rebounds. And Jordan Jones. She has 2 early buckets and puts her team up by 4. Steal by Izzy McCauley to Jones. Jones looking up the floor for Coates. But the Eagles doing a good job getting back defensively. Timna Robertson shoots from downtown. Out of bounds, the ball goes. Challengers maintain possession with 4:02 left to go in the first. Jones starts to drive, goes to the hole, lays it up with the left hand. She's got good ambidexterity. She misses the shot, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Boutillier Whistle for her first personal. Each team with a pair of fouls. Second attempt is good. And it makes it a 10-4 ball game. This is a better shooting Challenger squad than they've had in a couple of years. A lot of athleticism on it. Meanwhile, Grace McCauley goes to the hole, and she's fouled, and she'll take a trip to the charity stripe. McCauley was part of the Challenger volleyball squad that took fourth in the state at the fall tournament. Been a mainstay for Coach Robertson over these last couple of years. Good free throw shooter, and she demonstrates as much on making the first. Melton's going to go out of the Eagle lineup. Checking in is Alicia Schweitzer. Second attempt, that one's good. Challenger lead is 8 with 3:43 left to go in the first. Chaos in the backcourt, quickly up the floor. Santiam Christian goes. Ariana there on the way to the hoop. She's fouled. And that'll go against Grace McCauley. That'll be her second personal. Utilier. This is on the first. And the second one rims out. Fighting for the rebound is Jones, who had a double-double last night with 18 points and 10 rebounds. She'll go coast to coast on that, misses the shot. There's Fulbright for the Eagles against the pressure of Coates. Fulbright glides out of backcourt. Over in the corners, Vanderhoof. Up top it goes. Directing traffic is Taylor Vincent. Little turnaround jumper. Vanderhoof makes it a 12-6 game. Going the other way, they're all alone, is Folan. She misses a wide open shot. And it goes out of bounds. Taylor Folan checking into the game, wearing number 22. Steal by the Challengers. Robertson, Izzy McCauley, and the Challengers been missing some gimmies here early on. Steal by Cascade Christian. Izzy to Timna. She scores. Timna Robertson with a pair of buckets. Challenger lead is 8. Have a foul against Robertson. That'll be her second. She'll come out, and Angelica Arce will come into the Challenger lineup. Near steal by Coates. Ball goes out of bounds. There with the defense is Coates. And we've talked a little bit the last couple of days about how Coates is a very aggressive physical defender, and it used to mean for her getting into a lot of early foul trouble. That's one thing I'm seeing from her this year that is commendable, is that she's playing much more under control. Backcourt pressure by the Challengers. Working out of backcourt is Schweitzer. Quickly up the floor they go. Matoulier misses the shot. Izzy McCauley working her way out of backcourt. McCauley. Up top to Jones, around the horn to Folan. Folan bounce pass. Gets tied up in traffic. Eagles with the steal. Going to try to capitalize on the Challenger turnover. Fulbright. Atelier misses the shot, gets her own rebound, however. She's double teamed. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Arce. Well, the Eagles will inbound underneath their own basket. Gina Melton, sophomore, returns for the Eagles. Also checking in, making her first appearance of the night, is one of 2 Challenger seniors, Brooke Akins. Akins, that energy player off the bench for the Challengers. Drive around the horn, off the glass. There is Coates with the rebound. She keeps from getting tied up. Gets a screen from Folan. One of the things I like about Taylor, she does a really nice job doing the little things well. Up the floor it goes. Coates kisses it off the window for 2. The Challenger lead is now 10 at 16-6. Cross-court pass. Vanderhoof shoots from downtown. Shot short. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Challenger basketball with 51.9 left to go in the first quarter of play. Coates will bring it out of backcourt. She'll drive to the hole. Shot rolls around and down. Coates puts her team up by 12. Vanderhoof in a little bit of trouble there. Tries to swing a pass in the direction of Fulbright. Last touched by the Challengers. Checking in is Mia Fulbright. So we got Fulbright, Vincent, Schweitzer, Melton. Fulbright will shoot the jump shot. Off target. We have Coates and Melton hustling for it. Out of bounds it'll go. Challengers, one more opportunity with 17.9 left to go in the frame. Coates, cross-court pass for Jones. So the Eagles get it back with 8.5 left to go in the quarter. Look up the floor it goes. Vanderhoof and Akins there. And a shot from three-point range is short, and that will end the first quarter of play. After one, Challengers with the double-digit lead. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more basketball action here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Starting the second quarter, Eagles with the basketball. Vanderhoof being guarded by Morgan Samhammer, who is checked into the lineup. 5'7" freshman. Whistle stopping play. Foul called against Bella Vanderhoof for the senior. That will be her first personal of the ball game. And again, with the new rules on fouls, it's a fresh set of team fouls now for the quarter. And then on common fouls after the fifth, then the team that was fouled then gets 2 shots instead of the 1-and-1. Challengers come away empty-handed, quickly going up the floor the other way. Fulbright tries to get one in, can't get it to go. Izzy McCauley for the Challengers out of backcourt. She lays it up and in. McCauley with 4 in the ball game. It's been a balanced attack for the Challengers this afternoon. Ball tipped around. Arce and Taylor Vincent end up going to the floor. Ball ends up out of bounds, so the Eagles will inbound just in front of the Challenger bench. Vanderhoof guarded by Arce. And a steal. Up the floor it goes. Arce drives to the hoop. And they're hustling. Trying to run the basketball down is Izzy McCauley. Foul called against Santiam Christian. That'll go against Vanderhoof, her second personal foul, and that will send Angelica Arce to the free throw line. First free throw attempt, a little off to the right, rims off. Angelica off the Challenger bench. Like I said, we got soccer players, we got volleyball players on this Challenger girls basketball team. Arce unable to connect. Ball up the floor for Melton, and there with the steal is Sam Hammer. Quickly up the floor to Robertson. Good transition defense by the Eagles, preventing the fast break opportunity. Izzy McCauley has an open look from the top of the key. That one will rim off. She's a little cold in the early going today. Had 26 on Thursday night and 18 last night. Foul called against the Challengers. Angelica whistled for the personal. That'll be her first of the game. 1 team foul in the quarter for the Challengers, 2 for the Eagles. Jordan Jones getting set to check back in. Looks like she'll do so on the next dead ball. Vincent, shaking and baking against Arce, tries to loop it inside. And Fulbright tries to make the play, can't make it happen. Izzy McCauley out of backcourt. Blocking foul called against the Eagles. That'll go against Melton. That'll be her first personal of the ball game. Jones will check back in, and the freshman Sam Hammer. Her and her sister, Sierra, notable BMX racers. She'll take a seat on the bench. Meanwhile, Robertson with it. Bounce pass low for Jones, and she banks it home. Jones with 8 in the ball game. The Challenger lead is 17. Inbounding, Vincent. Bounce pass. And Petilier there. Santiam Christian keeping possession of the ball. Vincent with it. Kicks it back out. Vanderhoof will shoot from distance, and she knocks it down. That's 5 in the game. For Vanderhoof, Izzy McCauley drives. No whistle on the play. Looked like there was a little bit of contact there, but obviously not enough to warrant the whistle. Ball out of bounds. Challengers leading by 14 with 4:59 left to go in the half. Fans, it's time to tune in to the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300 and 107.9, featuring the Visa Network. A shot from Arce, rounded out. Izzy McCauley there. She kisses it off the glass and puts her team up by 16. But the ACE features VSIN Network, the Rich Eisen Show, live NFL games, and local and regional programming ahead. Steal by the Challengers. And moving to the hoop, Izzy McCauley. It's a 27-9 ball game. So Izzy, and now another steal by the Challengers, but it's stolen back. Arce trying to recover there, trying to track along there with Fulbright. And a foul call. Timeout called on the floor. We will take one as well. John L. Scott scoreboard showing the Challengers 27, the Eagles 9. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Table Rock Sports Network.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Couple of Challenger reserves into the ball game. Brooke Akins returns along with Morgan Samhammer. Taylor Fullen also into the ball game. Fulbright deflects off of her, but she's able to get it back. Vincent with it. She'll pick up her dribble. Gives it for Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof works it back. Vincent. Petilier making the screen there. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Challengers. .348 left to go in the half. Final day of the Christmas Classic at Cascade Christian High School. As time winds down, Vincent gets the inbound. Bounce pass to Betilier. Vanderhoof shoots as the whistle sounds, or the buzzer goes off. And it's Samhammer with the rebound. Samhammer will outlet for Jones. Jones will push it up the floor. Her and Coates are the lone starters in the lineup right now. Emma will kick it out for Jordan Jones. Back for Akins. They say she dragged her pivot foot. So on the turnover, the Eagles will get it back, trying to break double digits in scoring. Up the floor it goes. Schweitzer back in the ball game. So a little bit of turnover trouble for both teams here in the second. Coates running the point. She'll kick it out to Akins, Jones, Samhammer. Coates will fire from 15. Nothing but net. Emma Coates with 6 in the ball game. The Challenger lead is now 20. Melton over behind the arc on the left wing. Back up top for Vincent. Petilier with it. Will try a 10-footer. Gets her own rebound. And we have a foul on the play. Foul will be against Taylor Fullen for the 5'8" forward. That'll be her first personal foul of the ball game. Robertson returns as Akins provides minutes off the challenger bench. Mutelier, her shot, in and out. Fight for the rebound. There with it is Emma Coates. This challenger team, a scrappy one. Coates goes to the hole, and she banks it home. Looks like we might have an injured player in the backcourt. Coach Knox going over to look after her. That is Vincent. .152 left to go in the half. Vincent will come out. Fulbright inbounds to Vanderhoof, who gets it back, and then there's a steal by the challengers. Jordan Jones with it to Coates. Coates will pull up and shoot, but she dragged the pivot foot. No contest plea on that one. Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey invite you to learn how you can save thousands on solar panels installation for your home. Visit Solar Pros Facebook page to learn more. Search Facebook, Solar Pros PNW. Izzy McCauley, after a nice little break, comes in for Jordan Jones. Izzy wearing number 35. Ball loose in the backcourt. Looks like maybe a little miscommunication there between Eagle players. So your challenger lineup right now has Sam Hammer, Arce, Robertson, Izzy McCauley, and Emma Coates. You have Schweitzer, Fulbright, Petilier, Vincent, and Vanderhoof for the Eagles. Morgan Samhammer tries to make a move. She is tied up. There with a hustle play defensively is Schweitzer. Alternating possession goes the challengers' way as they inbound along their baseline. Izzy McCauley shooting from downtown. The shot short. There with the offensive rebound is Emma Coates. Foul on the play. I believe that one will go against Coates. And for Emma, that's just her first of the ball game. That is, however, 5 team fouls against the challengers, so that will send Fulbright to the free throw line, where she'll shoot 2. First attempt. Catches about every part of the rim and goes. 31-10. 3 in the game for number 11. Second attempt on its way. In and out. Rebound there by Izzy McCauley. Crater transfer quickly up the floor. Robertson with it in the corner. Bounce pass to Arce. Izzy. Now Robertson will kick it out for Coates. Shooting from the corner of the free throw line. Nothing but air, but the save by Arce to Samhammer. Arce will fire from the baseline. Her shot short. On line, but short nonetheless for inside a minute to go. And a foul called against the challengers. Emma Coates whistled for the personal, her second of the game. First free throw attempt by Vincent is good. For Taylor, that is her first point of the ball game. Second attempt on its way. She gets the friendly bounce and the point. And now it's 31-12. 45 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Robertson kicks it out for McCauley. Samhammer up top to Akins, who's back in the ball game. Meanwhile, on the breakaway, Schweitzer can't connect, but Boutilier's there. Working underneath for Grace McCauley. Actually, that's Izzy. 10 seconds left to go in the half. Boutillier misses it. Akins with the rebound. Akins to Izzy McCauley. And they can't get a shot off before the half. But we've got 16 minutes of basketball in the book, and the Challengers lead by 17. Your halftime score, it is the Challengers 31 and the Santiam Christian Eagles 14. Stay tuned for the halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Did you know the City of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll take a timeout and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
After my injury, I couldn't drive anymore. I had never used the bus and had no idea where to start. RVTD's travel trainer showed me the way from setting up my UMO account to understanding the routes and transfers. Now, I'm a pro, and I help others on the bus every day.
Hey, thanks, Mike, for showing me how to ride. RVTD has really opened up a whole new life for me.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, we welcome you to halftime. We're on your John L. Scott scoreboard. You can see the Challengers lead by 17. We welcome you to the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show. Excitement is building for the January 2024 opening of Rogue X. The Aquatics and Events Center awaits you with 2 indoor swimming pools and water slides. The Events Center will host basketball and volleyball leagues and tournaments and other indoor events. Visit playmedford.com or check your fall activities guide to learn more about the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex known as Rogue X. Challengers leading by 17 at the half. Good back and forth battle in the early going of the ball game. But if you've been watching and following along in this ball game, you can see that the Challengers, their MO being the full court press, has paid dividends for them. And it's resulted not only in a balanced attack, but it's produced points, turnovers, and a 17-point lead. Coming up, we invite you, if you happen to be here locally, The St. Mary's Crusaders, the Challengers' crosstown rival, will be playing their final game, what they've done now, whereas they've done a championship-style bracket for the boys' competition with 6 teams. The tournament organizers elected to go ahead and go with the round-robin approach for the varsity girls tournament. So St. Mary's will take on a Klamath Union team that has been 2-0 in this tournament, and they have been a lot of fun to watch. They've got a lot of skilled players, a lot of good defensive players. I'm looking at this Pelicans team, and I'm thinking this will be a team that should be very competitive in the Skyline Conference this year. All the teams get ready for the start of the second half. We will go ahead and take another break, recognize our sponsors that help make these broadcasts possible, and then we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. It's the Challengers 31, the Eagles 14, here on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Taft Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, looking at some stats from the first half. Let's check out the scoring first of all for the Eagles. Vanderhoof has 5 points in the game thus far, with Fulbright with 3. Taylor Vincent hit a pair of free throws late in the second quarter. She's got 2 in the game. Batillier has 2 points in the contest. And Melton has 2. That's the scoring for the Eagles. For the Challengers, it looks like this. Pretty balanced attack tonight. Emma Coates with 8 points in the ball game. Jordan Jones has 8 points for the Challengers, and so does Izzy McCauley, also scoring for Cascade Christian. Timma Robertson has 4 points, and Angelica Arce has a point on 1 for 2 from the free throw line, while Grace McCauley went 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and she's got 2 in the ball game. The Medford Parks and Recreation Department helps sponsor our winter sports coverage. Swim lessons, basketball and volleyball leagues, a splash pad, and water slides are set to open in January 2024 at Rogax, located at the Howard Memorial Sports Park. You can reserve birthday rooms and packages with sports and splashing. This has been the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the beginning of the second half here on TableRockSports.net.
My name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Okay, we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Challengers come out with their original starting lineup of Robertson, Coates, Izzy and Grace McCauley, and Jordan Jones. Driving is Schweitzer. She was a reserve to begin the ball game, but she's going to start the second half. The Challengers on the break. Robertson, shot misses. Put back attempt missed by Izzy McCauley. I'll work it around. Jones, her shot rolls around and off. So the Challengers with an early opportunity there, unable to capitalize. Vincent will come out of backcourt. Now for Schweitzer. Back up top it goes. We'll work it over. Vanderhoof from three-point range, and she buries it. 8 in the game, including a pair of three-pointers for Vanderhoof. And it's a 14-point game. Well, Grace McCauley is making her move along the baseline. She ends up stepping out, or the ball ended up going over the line, and so I guess they're going to call a foul on her. Maybe she pushed off as she was taking that drive. Vincent to Batillier. Vanderhoof! Somebody better go guard her. She's got 11 in the contest to lead all scorers and draw the Eagles within 11. Izzy McCauley. Cross court to Coates. Coates on the right side. Up top. Kick it out for Jones. Jones drives. Bounce pass. Emma Coates has an open look, and she knocks it down. She's in double figures now with 10. The lead for the Challengers is the 13, and Coach Robertson going to talk things over with his troops. We will take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back with more at TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Well, it looked like the officials had motion for a 30, a 60, but it was a 30, and a steal by Robertson. We managed to get that in time as the Challengers go up by 15. Challenger press producing trouble and getting opportunities for them. Ball tipped away by Jones. The Eagles, with Vanderhoof, will inbound just to our left. Goes in the backcourt for Vincent. She'll drive left. Vanderhoof will shoot, and she's been feeling it, but misses there. Weak side rebound taken by Robertson. Quickly out of backcourt she goes. Swings it over for McCauley. Her shot from long range. Short. Coates gets her own miss. Jones will try it, and she gets it to go. Challengers with a great possession on the offensive glass to go up, back up by 17. Melton will return for Santiam Christian. Gina Melton, sophomore for the Eagles. Izzy McCauley. Down low to Coates. Coates stopped defensively by Vanderhoof. Jones will drive to the hole, lays it up with the left hand. 2. Challenger lead is 19. Backcourt pressure. Fulbright met by Robertson. And ball bounces around, and there is Jones with it. Jones up the floor. Bounce pass to Robertson. She'll quick it back out to Izzy McCauley. Izzy, who's had some really lights-out games thus far in the early going this season, cooled off some this evening. But the good news is she's got some good balance here on the team, and we've seen Coates knock down some shots. Then Jordan Jones back to her usual exploits. Robertson, now is Emma Coates off the window. And the Challengers lead by 21. Steal by Emma Coates. She's having a game tonight, and she lays it up and in. Timeout called by the Eagles. We will take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Table Rock Sports Network.
Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. Get any phone free at U.S. Cellular.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Central puts our greatness in!
Get a little touch road. Another day, another Dutch road. Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Fulbright getting ready to inbound out of the timeout. Vincent quickly up floor to Batillier. Misses the shot, gets her own rebound, however. Tried to feed it inside. Vincent was looking for Batillier. And it ends up going out of bounds. Well, the scoreboard says 41. I say 43, but I'm going to go ahead and defer to them, at least in the meanwhile. Challengers extending their half-point lead from 17 to 21. Meanwhile, Vanderhoof. That is her third triple of the ball game, and she's got 14. Jones with the basketball. Works it down on the low post. McCauley can't hang on. Near steal by Robertson, but Vincent controls it. She gets it quickly up the floor. Vanderhoof dishes off to Melton. Vincent to Batillier. She's at the free throw line, and as she was swinging around, looked like she might have picked up her pivot foot. Timna Robertson kicks it out. Coates to Izzy McCauley. Swings it cross court. Jones drives to the hole. Shot swatted there by Fulbright. And there's a foul in the process. To the free throw line will be Jordan Jones. Jones had 12, but now make it 13. Angelica Arce checking into the game for Robertson. Coates also coming out. And Taylor Folan into the game. Second free throw attempt, it is good. 43-23 is your score with 3:07 to go. Running up from behind is Vincent. Izzy McCauley tipping it away. And the Eagles have the inbound underneath their own hoop. Melton with it. Little 10-footer is good. That's her 4th point of the ball game. Meanwhile, Fullen shoots. The shot in and out. Hit the back iron. Vincent to Batillier. She snuck around Arce. But commits the turnover on her move to the hoop. Challengers will inbound. It's Jones and Izzy McCauley. Over in the front court now in the high post is Fullen. Over on the wings, Grace McCauley and Angelica Arce. Grace McCauley. Bounce pass, Fullen, back to Jones. Izzy McCauley going to make a move, goes to the hole. Her shot no good, gets her own rebound. Challengers have done a nice job on the offensive glass. Fullen hits. 20-point game at 45-25. Batillier. Challenger basketball. Jones. Izzy McCauley. Now for Fullen. Swings it to Jones. Now Grace McCauley off the window, 4-2. Everybody getting into the act for the Challengers. McCauley with 4 in the game. 47-25. And a steal by the Challengers. Out of backcourt, Izzy McCauley. She drives to the hole, lays it up with the left hand. 2. 1:20 left to go in the quarter. And a timeout called. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Love Day is coming in February, where $1 from every drink is donated back to local organizations. Today's game is brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass, Elmer's Restaurants of Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. And fans here to be commended. We've got fans from all over the state visiting us this weekend, and everything has just, it's kind of nice to just see a sense of community. And even though you want to compete, you want to see your team win, that we haven't seen anything, some of the things that you unfortunately end up seeing in YouTube videos, that it's been a good tournament here, and the fans have been great. Out of backcourt, Vanderhoof, who's had the hot hand in the game of late for the Eagles, works it for Vincent. She's got an opening. She'll go ahead and fire from downtown. This one a little bit long. Vincent, no, that's actually Fulbright that tries to save it. She ends up out of bounds, and with 1:03, Taylor Fullen will inbound to Jordan Jones. They're in there along with Brooke Akins, Angelica Arce, and Grace McCauley. Jones, low post, Fullen, Akins, and a travel by the Challengers. Taking the inbound, Vanderhoof up the floor to Vincent. Vincent on the drive, glides past the defender, shot rolls off, Fullen with the rebound. Arce with it, taken away by Vanderhoof. They'll work it back. Vincent. Vanderhoof. Melton tries to drive, stripped away by Jones. Jones up the floor to Grace McCauley. McCauley rolls left, a collision as she goes to the hoop. Look like here we'll have a foul called against, I want to say that's Schweitzer, but yes, it'll go ahead and go against Schweitzer. Free throw attempt by Grace, no good. It remains a 49-25 ball game. McCauley with 4 in the contest. And the shot rims in and out. She was 2 for 2 on an early trip to the free throw line. Comes up empty there. 9 seconds in the quarter, and Grace will inbound. Jones with it. 6 seconds. Tholen. And the challengers called for 3 seconds in the key. I know those little things you want to clean up as the season goes along. Just more than anything else, I think learning to practice, if you will, situational awareness in situations. And again, I think RC is one of those players you don't typically think as a player in the post, so you don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about. There's a steal by Grace McCauley. She'll loft the shot. It comes up short, and that will end the third quarter of play. After 3 quarters, Challengers lead 49-25. We'll be back after this timeout here on TableRockSports.net.
My name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
We're getting ready for the fourth quarter of play. Challengers with the basketball and the lead. Taking the inbound, Coates for Akins. Akins baseline jumper, just a little bit long. Running it down. Vanderhoof there. But against the pressure, loses it out of bounds, and so the Challengers will get it back. Akins in the game along with Morgan Samhammer. Robertson will take the inbound. She'll swing through the paint. Kick it out to Izzy McCauley. Cross-court pass to Coates. And then we end up with a collision right along the Challenger bench. Foul called against the Challengers. That'll be against Coates. That'll be her third. Vincent will walk it out of backcourt. Taylor Vincent works at left wing for Vanderhoof. They'll feed it for Fulbright. Her shot in and out. Gets her own rebound, however. And we'll have a foul called against the Eagles. And the Challengers get the ball back. That'll go against Fulbright, her third of the game. Both teams now with one foul apiece here in the quarter. Robertson out of backcourt. Izzy McCauley has an open look from three. And she gets it to go. McCauley with 11 in the ball game. Fulbright, the bank shot is good. Challengers in their half-court set. They'll dump it down low for Sam Hammer. Sam Hammer, her shot just a little off to the left. McCauley tries to make a move for it. And the right call there by the official. It was last touched by the Challengers. It looked like Morgan had touched it last for Cascade. Drive by the Eagles. Brooke Akins, and this is where the Challengers have to learn to communicate. Somebody from behind should have let her know that there was a player coming. You know, in soccer you hear man coming and you know that you got to watch, and that's where that would have been some help for her. Izzy McCauley out of backcourt. Emma Coates looks at an open three. Her shot off to the left. Izzy McCauley, and she shot that left-handed and got it to go. Vincent with the basketball. She'll drive. And we'll have a foul called against Cascade Christian. And that'll go against Emma Coates. That'll be her fourth of the ball game. First free throw attempt by Vincent is good. Second attempt, no good. Put back, won't go. Izzy McCauley out of backcourt to Timna Robertson. Bounce pass. Says he led her just a little bit too much. And you could tell by Timna's reaction that she knew it. Schweitzer with the inbound. Challengers calling off the Dogs. No more press for the day. Ball tipped away by Emma Coates. Coming up with it, Robertson. She surveys the floor, finds Coates, pulls up, shoots, in and out. Offensive rebound by Akins. Akins will kick it out. Izzy McCauley, her runner won't go. And Boutillier will take it out of backcourt. Vanderhoof. Her one-hander won't go. The offensive rebound, and Fulbright lays it up and in. Izzy McCauley on the drive. Finds Akins. She'll shoot from the baseline. Her shot off the back iron. And the rebound by Fulbright to Vincent. Picked up by Robertson. Vanderhoof going to shoot from three. Her shot in and out. Akins with the rebound. Ball loose on the floor. Coming up with it, Izzy McCauley. Izzy on the move. Skip pass. Robertson shoots from three, and it's good. There's the Timna Robertson we all know and love. She is flat deadly when she's on the mark from downtown, and we see it there. Night shift coming in for the Challengers. And it looks like a timeout called. Winter Sports Action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where it's wrap up the year time for deals. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, now with 9 locations in Southern Oregon to serve you. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. 3:43 left to go in the ball game. Challengers will come out with Robertson, Grace McCauley, Angelica Arce, Jordan Jones, and Taylor Folan. Vanderhoof feeds it. Fulbright pulls up, shoots. Shot in and out. Coming away with it is Grace McCauley quickly up the floor for Robertson. Robertson going to pull it out. And they'll set it up. Angelica on the drive. It's going to go hard to the hole. She lays it up and in. Angelica Arce, 3 points in the ball game to make it 59-30. Vanderhoof has 14 on the day. Lays it off for Melton. Fulbright. Vanderhoof going to shoot from downtown. She doesn't need GPS to find the hoop there, and she's got 17 on the night, which I believe leads all scorers. They'll dump it inside for Robertson. Grace McCauley's going to shoot a little bit long. Ball's loose on the floor, and there's Melton. Gina Melton on the drive, foul on the backcourt. Looks like from here, that'll go against Folan. That'll be her third personal foul. Substitution, Melton's going to come out, and Vincent will return. So for the Eagles, you've got Vanderhoof, Vincent, Schweitzer, and also in the ball game, we've got Lexi Bosshart. And Vanderhoof connects once again from downtown. By my count, she's got 20. 59-36 with 2:16 left to go. Jones will bring the ball out of backcourt. Driving Arce, she'll lay it up and in. Challengers lead in the ball game, 61-36. Looking to run the record to 4-3 on the season. Driving, Vincent. Kicks it out, Schweitzer. Bosshart. And she does have 20 on the day, according to the scoreboard. Schweitzer knocks it down. So the Eagles with some late scoring here from outside. I'm sure Coach Knox is thinking, where was this earlier in the game? But you can see what this Eagle team is capable of. They try to feed it inside to Jones. Gets away. And a timeout called. Tonight's action is brought to you by the Rogue Valley Transportation District. Need help learning the routes and options available to you? RVTD can help. Visit rvtd.org to learn more. And also, hey, we got a new player in radio here in the Rogue Valley. The Ace Sports Radio is on the air, Southern Oregon's news source for sports, AM 1300 and FM 107.9. Tune in January 3rd for our grand opening and debut of Tee It Up Southern Oregon, our new 1 to 3 p.m. show hosted by our executive producer, Joe Brett. Looking forward to having sports radio that has a really good, healthy mix of local and national programming. And you tune in and check it out. Also, what you'll find along the way, I'm sure as the days go by, we'll learn about new programming possibilities that will come up. Also know we got Demi DeSoto, who'll be working on a locally themed kind of sports minute in Southern Oregon. For all of you that live here, know that we have a rich sports history here in the Rogue Valley. Vanderhoof misses the shot. Folan deflects it to Robertson. Arce drives to the hoop. Her shot caroms off. And up the floor. Driving to the hoop is Fulbright. He'll count the basket. And to the line, Fulbright will go for the and one. Mia Fulbright with 9 in the ball game. She can hit double hit figures here with 41.1 to go. Free throw attempt off to the left. Jones with the rebound. Jones with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Robertson. Robertson, Grace McCauley. Arce will shoot from the free throw line. Shot off to the left. Rebound taken by Batillier. She'll go coast to coast, and she bangs it home. Time running out on the clock. And the Cascade Christian Challengers grab the victory. They run their season record early on to 4-3 on the year by defeating the Santiam Christian Eagles by a score of 61-43. We'll take a quick timeout, and then when we return, we'll be back with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission post-game wrap-up. So stick around. We've got more coming up for you right after this.
Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. Get any phone free at U.S. Cellular.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Taco puts our greatness in!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Text Jeff Robertson. Congrats on the win, Coach. I just wonder if you could shoot me a picture of the scorebook real quick for my post-game wrap-up. Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, we're getting ready for the final girls' game of the tournament, featuring a local favorite in St. Mary's taking on the Klamath Union Pelicans, who have looked sharp so far in the three-day tournament. For Cascade Christian, thank you very much. And then the challengers end up going 2-1 for the tournament. Looking forward to seeing the Pelicans coming up later. Then tonight we have the boys championship between the Harrisburg Eagles and the Pleasant Hill Billies. Well, I was hoping to go ahead and get the scorebook real quick, but I think with the hurried preparations for the next game, that's not going to happen. So we're just going to go ahead and wrap up things here. We want to thank you for joining us, and what fun to see the Challenger girls in action, and maybe a little picture of what we can expect to see down the road as they aim to contend for supremacy in the Oregon 3A ranks. Looking good so far. Congrats to Coach Robertson for the win. And then also our thanks for Coach Knox for getting us the starting lineup for today's ball game and being so helpful there. Well, that'll wrap up things here from the Cascade Christian Pavilion. For my cameraman, Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you for joining us and have a Merry Christmas.